We've got the Juju Man on. No. One more time. You ready for your final act? Last time, take the bloody roof off. 1, 2, 3, start clapping. Roofing, build it up. Build it up and welcome to the stage, Paul Pirie!
They don't have sense of humour back that you do now, right? And she said, I was a vegetarian, so I walked into the house and she went, oh, and they had a horse's head, right? And they went, what do you think of the horse's head? And I went, oh, does the neighbour have the arse and the legs, right? And she went, no, that's weird to me. You look like wallpaper. It's like, somebody's barcode and it's weird because you look like Woody Allen and I'm in the part of it. No, he's completely fine. It's okay. Anyway, so I keep touching myself and everything like that. You won't feel the benefit. Have you still got hard on? It's here we are. So fucking. Anyway, so Brighton. Ho 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 ho! Everybody, let's kung fu Brighton. I fucking love it here. It's a fucking. A dwarf is going to be entertaining you, sir. You know what that's there. Never give a dwarf a yo-yo. Pointless. So hell yeah. So I like Brighton. I had my first ever Thai massage in Brighton. And the lady went, would you like a happy ending? And I went, yes, please. She went, don't watch Sophie's Choice. So it's good to be, I don't know why I'm looking around, you know what I mean? It's like run into your local estate agents with a gun and shout, nobody move. Anyway, so, a little bit about myself, I'm scared of trampolines. They make me jump. Does he do gags? I fucking don't know. Anyway, so it's here we. Ooh, beep beep. Oh, you've had it pierced. So it's this is my impersonation of Mickey Mouse doing an impersonation of Van Gogh. No, okay. So anyway, fucking, I've had 7 Red Bulls. I don't think it affects me. Anyway, so fuck, I'm 50. 50 years old, look at me. 50, too old for TikTok, too young to fight Jake Paul, ladies and gentlemen. That's my life, you know. Things in the world. This is what annoys me. I don't like Iceland. Like you'll realise this, right? Things that freak me out, right? When you go to supermarkets and you go, hi there, I'll have 17 bottles of red wine, 17 bottles of white wine. I'll have 17 bottles of vodka, 17 bottles of whiskey. I'll have these matches. Can I have this paraffin? I'll have these 16 packets of cigarettes, please. I'll have this axe. Can I have this rope? Can I have these ladders and these paracetamol? Oh, you've got to put one of those paracetamol back. Why? It fucking makes no sense to me. Go like this, 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 go. La 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 la. La 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 la. Right? Go la 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 la. La 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 la. You've changed your tune. So how did we do it? So Val Doonigan back. And they called it puppy love. That's why I got 15 years. So I don't do it. I used to do cocaine. So I know, look, this nose snort cocaine. Look at the size of this nose. Look at that bad boy. I'm like Juju. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the size of this thing. Last time I snorted cocaine was 7 years ago. It's just hit me now, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy times. But I live. I'm originally from Scotland, from Dundee, born and bred. Born and bred. Fuck it, I'm my own dad. I live in Essex now, in a bruv. In a. Oh, well, Joe, shut up. Fucking shut up, innit? You know what I mean? Right, I live in Essex because I got married to a lady. I know I look like Harold Shipman in the early years, but to get here, I decided to get a train. Is it true your dad's a train driver? Mm-hmm. I decided to get a train. I got a bus here once. That was fucking slow. Have you ever got, like, they used to do mega buses here, £1. Do you know why? From London to, fuck, where are we? Right in Turkey. None of this is real. No, I'm not even Scottish. I'm Chinese. None of it's real. I'm going to make a lot of money at my new Chinese friend, Cha-Ching. So, none of it's... None of it. Do you know what I want played at my funeral? Tennis. Or cricket, whoever wins gets the ashes. So, I don't, patronising. 7 people clapping or 14 one-armed guys high-fiving. The blue moon. I don't drink. I used to drink a lot. But I don't drink. I gave up booze. I gave it up. I haven't had a drink in 7.5 years. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I'm fine! Don't offend me in the slightest. I'm okay. Smile. I don't, so it's all right. I'm fine. Right? It doesn't affect me. I'm a happier person now that I don't fucking drink, okay? Deal with it. So it's you know what I mean? It's like, are you having a drink tonight? Rub it in, cunt. I don't drink. Haven't touched a little drop of alcohol for 7.5 years. What's good about it? I get a better sleep. I just don't want to wake up. I can get an erection now. Yeah, but because I don't drink and I realise my wife's unattractive. So it's I think he's got ADHD, you'd be correct. But I don't, dyslexic as well. I used to go to AA, but I ended up going to B&Q telling people I'm fucked. That's my life, right? Somebody said, sum up your life, Paul. Sum up your life. I said, my life's like finally unblocking your nose just as somebody farts. That's what it's like now, you know? I mean, I look like this, right? I've got a massive penis. I didn't bring it with me, but I look like this. I'm shit at everything. I wasn't very good at school, obviously, because I'm a 50-year-old man standing in front of 150 strangers going, right? That was their language. And I'm shit at, I mean, I'm not a smart person. I take everything literally. For example, I got an envelope the other day from Amazon, a big envelope, huge, massive envelope. It fitted through the letterbox and it fell onto the floor, and I looked down on the envelope and it said, please do not bend. And I was thinking, how the fuck am I going to pick it up? And it's still there. You know? I take everything literally. My careers advisor at school said, Paul, what are you going to do when you leave school? I said, I'm going to go home, have my tea and watch cartoons. That's how thick I am. You know, I failed RE. I failed religious education. I failed a myth. You know? How does that happen? Do you know what I mean? It's like failing lunch. It seems impossible. You know, it's just, how do you do these things? You know what I mean? Easter wasn't that long ago. Easter's that famous time when Jesus pushed that rock over and it broke. And then loads of Smarties fell out. And then little bunny rabbit in the background. Masturbating. That was... I did it twice. That was the second coming. I think that's how it's, you know. But I don't mind religion, by the way. I don't mind any religion. You could be religious, just don't ram it down my throat, you know? Especially if you're Catholic and I'm 12. But apart from that, don't do it, you know? That's the noise the priest makes. Come on! You know? Forgive me, Father, I've been caught masturbating. Oh, well, come here then.
Doesn't make any sense to me. Why are you sitting down, Paul?
Used to do cocaine, but because I'm thinking every job I ever got in life, right? I remember the first ever job I got was a place called Penny's, which is Primark, and some of you have been to Primark before. clearly. And if you don't know what Primark is, I will explain, Iceland. I will explain what Primark is. Primark is Weatherspoons. Weatherspoons, Primark, same place. I will tell you for why. When you go into Primark, there's clothes on the floor. When you go into Weatherspoons, it's the same clothes on the floor, but with people in them. That's the only difference, you see? That's how they shop them. That's how... That's spelled badly. So, I don't, because everything, I've got this built-in system as well, right? It's, like I'm saying, I'm 50 years old and fuck, I've got kids. They're mine, and I've got two, I love them, but fuck, my son's a teenager now. I never asked to be born! He said, I never asked to be born! You were the quickest sperm. You outswam the tadpole to that egg. I wanted you on your mum's tits. Deal with life, you know? There was a tissue waiting, but no egg. Here I am, you know what I mean? And my little girl as well. You know, baby changing facilities are shit, aren't they? Baby changing facilities and toilets and supermarkets, they don't even work. My daughter is still ginger. But I've got this built-in system, and I can't. I call it joke Tourette's when I get nervous. I try and be funny. Clearly, I'm not nervous. And what happens is, why is this? Why? I don't know, man. That's what my sperm looks like when it comes out me now when I'm 50. Because you're young, you're like a 5 times a day. La 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 la. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. Her top was black until she walked past you. You know? So I'll be out in a minute, Mum. Sometimes you wake up in the morning covered in your own jizz and you haven't even touched yourself, you know? I had this weird dream about a giant in a thimble and now I'm covered in fish glue. You know what I mean? It's like fucking me, 20 minutes later, dust comes out of my penis. You know? And your balls are here, but your trousers way down here. You know what I mean? When you're in your 80s, trousers up here, balls behind you. That's what happens, you know? So I'm an old man. But I do. I sometimes, I say things. One of the worst times was I was in London. There was a guy coming towards me, clearly on ecstasy. You could tell by his face. It was like he was walking towards me on the wing of an aeroplane. Do you know that face? Just this guy going. I get scared of these people, right? Because I'm a nervous. This is therapy for me, right? This is fucking therapy for my brain, because I can't sit on a bus and just turn around to a stranger and go, my penis is weird, my wife's a cunt. You know what I mean? Hello. God mocking me. So you know what I mean? It's that built-in system, and I just go, I'm gonna get nervous, trying to be funny. And he went, mate, everything that is positive is good. And I went, no, I've got HIV. And you go, what the fuck am I saying? What the fuck am I saying? Why did I say that? You know what I mean? And this is what I've noticed, right? This is how. It's not just my brain, right? It's sometimes this happens to most guys, and it happens to most girls when you're walking home, like late at night, right? I don't know if it's the same in Iceland. You piss on sharks and everything, don't you? What happens is, when you're walking home on your own and it's dark, and then when there's a girl walking home on her own and it's dark, right? As a bloke and as a girl, the bloke thinks, oh fuck, she thinks I'm following her. You think, fuck, is he following me, right? And the worst thing is, your brain, my brain goes, oh, I better slow down. And I go, no, I can't slow down, because she'll think I'm planning something, right? So you go, I'll speed up. And then she'll go, why is he fucking chasing me, right? So she speeds up. You go, no, I'm fucking chasing her, right? And you think, well, what can I do to distract her, right? You go, oh, I'll look at my phone, and I'll pretend I'm on the phone with my wife or something, then your face lights up, right? She look even creepier, you know? And you go, fuck, and this always happens to me, I'll cross over. Just as she's crossed over, oh, fuck, now we're both crossing over, right? And you know what, I'm not trying to fuck you, right? You can't say that. You know when you run up to me and go, I'm not trying to fuck you, but then you start going, no, I can't say that because you think that I think she's unattractive. So you don't want to look like a cunt, you know what I mean? But then you think, I can't run up to go, I find you very attractive, but I do not want to fuck you, right? What can I fucking say, right? And the first thing was, I'll go down this way, dead end, fuck, right? And she's still going, right? What I've done is I noticed there's like a quicker shortcut, and I know the shortcut. So I did the shortcut, I thought, good to live. And I came out of the shortcut, and she was fucking there! So I fucked her! No. We've been married for 20 years, ladies and gentlemen. It's all good, you know? This is fucked up. You know, it's a fucked up world in which we live in right now, you know what I mean? It's always been fucked. Somebody goes, the world's fucked, right? The world's always been fucking mad, hasn't it? I mean, 200 years ago, you'd drown a woman. If she didn't drown, you burnt her. You know what I mean? We've always been fucking, you know? It's like my daughter said the other day, she goes, I'm gender fluid. It goes, of course you're a gender, because of my fluid. You know what I mean? It's like it's always been going on. You know what I mean? Every fucking job I've got, everything in my fucking... I used to work in Witherspoons, and I've explained what they both are, right? Now, Witherspoons do food. And the first day working there, I noticed they had cloths on their hands. Why do they have cloths on their hands? Tell you, what they would do, right, is they'd go, there's your meal. Now watch. The plates are very hot. The food isn't. But the plates are hot. Enjoy your ice cream. I went behind the counter. Not a person going 1, 2, 3. I went behind the bar. That would be a better thing to explain. Went behind the counter. Imagine somebody just counting 1, 2, 3. Anyway, that's funny in my own. Meg Ryan died. Anyway, so sorry, I meant my gran. And do you know who Meg Ryan is? Married to my granddad. I went behind the bar. So I went behind the bar. I find the lost property box. Ironic, I know. Behind the bar, lost property box. Inside the lost property box. This is true. This is how they did the mines back in the 18th century. They just spoke about it earlier. But I like these though, because you can be slightly racist. Look, no air for rain. So now you're attractive. So look at the size of these. Look at these bad boys. Look at them. Look at them too. Now you have hair. Look at them. You can put these on a map of Britain and see people waving. That's how I met the wife. Look at the size of my penis. It's massive. I now look like I'm getting head from an invisible bunny. Harry Potter with his cloak on. Magic your eyes to see. Lost property box. Inside the lost property box. This is true. 8 walking sticks. Has ever happened in Iceland? How fucking weird is it? It doesn't make any sense, does it? How do you forget? You know, how do you lose? Can you imagine the guy or the girl or the they, the them, the tree, the pot noodle, the candle, the fucking wind, the fucking air, I don't care what you identify as, I still want to fuck you. At the end of the night going, should have forgotten something. What about you, Chef? Did we come here on a rowing boat? It might have been over in Primark. Everything's on the fucking floor there. Crazy. That's the last time I drank. Which was yesterday. No, that's the last time. Every time I go to drink, I see this, and I think, don't drink! That is to remind me that's there. Now! What my daughter did the other day, just because the other I was talking about spiders, scared of spiders. My daughter's scared of spiders as well. And this is when I can't control how my brain works, right? Because sometimes people blame it on ADHD. I think that's just because I'm a cunt, right? and I think because the ADHD, they go, no, I don't give a shit about that. I enjoy it because it's a weird thing, right? I don't think there's such a thing. I think the panic I have, because I sometimes go, you can't say that. But then some part of my brain goes, I can't help myself saying it. And there's another part going, I really want to, you know? And it comes out the weirdest times. Right? My daughter, this isn't even part of my set, it was about a week ago, right? She's scared of spiders as well, right? She went, I'm scared of spiders. And I went, that's fine. And then there was one in her room, and I went, what? She went, there's a spider in my room. She's scared of the dark as well, right? And I went, oh, just, look, it's fine. Just put a bit of paper over the, you know what I mean, and get the glass over, you'll be fine. She goes, yeah, but the light's out. I'm scared of the dark. And I said, don't be worried. Don't be scared of the dark. The dark can't hurt you. It can't touch you. It can't harm you. It just helps the evil that wants to. Do you know what I mean? What is wrong? You know? Fucked up in the head. Anyway, I've got to go. This has been great fun. I'm going to go and suck John off. Because that's what he secretly wants. You know? That's what he wants. But you guys have generally been great fun. Enjoy your break when you go back Sunday. Enjoy your little holiday. Enjoy Iceland. Fuck, I really want to go. Kate, that's my wife. She's sitting at the back. We'll go to Iceland one day. These girls are going to pay for it. It's going to be awesome. Have a great time. I've been Paul Pirie. Thank you very much.
Paul Pirie, everyone! That brings us to the end of the night. Have you had a good time? Good, because imagine you all went, no, John just was fully correct. He was so correct. If you've enjoyed me, I'm coming back in June to do a tour show. Ooh, that's going to be an expensive flight for you four. But I'll be at the back handing out some flyers with a little QR code on, which is like a crossword that'll take you to the future. And if you enjoyed me, come and buy a ticket, it'd be nice. All that's left to do, first of all, make some noise for all the staff here at Comedian that have served you all night. Show some love for all the comedians. First of all, you saw Sakisa. Then you saw Bella Hall. I've been your host tonight. My name's Brendan Reese. And then one more time for your brilliant closing act, Paul Pirie. Have a great weekend. See you all soon. Bye-bye.